do our thing, right? All right. Now, I recognize that when you guys answer the questions, it doesn't seem as if you're using notes that is coming from the video. And as a result of that, I realize that you guys are not the only persons having this issue. You have a student who uses the math video that I gave them to watch. They're having also the same issue, and therefore is an issue that I need to address. So I've been modeling the steps that you should take, how to make the notes when watching the video, and I hope that you guys will implement what you observe. Fair enough?
Yeah.
All right. You know, we're going to watch this video together. That is in front of me. Let me know if you hear it when it starts to play. Hello. What's going on here? Um, um, oh, hold on there. It means I have to share this part. Hold on there. Yeah. Alright, so it means I have to reshare something here. Alright, you ready now? Are you seeing the video? Are you seeing the
Yes, I'm
video?
ready.
Okay.
I'm seeing it. Internet connection something.
Alright,
It's
hold on.
unstable.
Alright, hold on there.
But it
I'm wondering if it's actually sharing, so hold on there.
All right, guys.
Are you in
This
the video
lesson
now?
is actually
You're in the
viewing
video?
video lessons. What is the purpose when we
yeah.
do this flipped
Okay.
learning where you watch videos at home?
I just want to ensure that you are seeing the video. What's the title?
Viewing video lessons.
Alright, are you hearing it clearly?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go.
Or in the classroom by yourself, what's actually expected of you. As we've done this before, we've always given you guided notes, but we're going to kind of move into the part where you take your own notes. So we're going to talk about that. So a few questions when we're talking about this flipped learning. What are you required to do during the video lesson? All right, you are required to take notes and to be an active participant. I think some of you are just kind of just listening to it or just kind of letting it play, but not really working at it. The whole point of the video is that you can pause it. If you don't understand something, you can go back. Before tests and quizzes, you can always go back and review. So it's really a powerful tool if you use it correctly. All right. Again, is watching the video all there is to the homework? No, it's just not watching it. It's you being active in that. So you're taking notes, you're doing the examples, you're doing the exit slip. If you have questions, you're asking me the next day. So you have to be active participant in the videos. All right. And the reason for taking notes.
Now, what did she say? You have to be what?
Active participants, like take notes.
Precisely.
Like you're in class. If you
Mm-hmm.
have questions, things that you don't understand, you can always write down and make note of it and then ask for confirmation.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because you see, if we are not active participants, then what does it mean to be active participants? It means that if while watching the video, me as the tutor speaking to you through a video itself, you are expected to listen, write down whatever pause the video and write down whatever I said, Eh?
Yes,
Saying?
as if you were in class.
State. Yes, as if you're in class, right? And also write down whatever you're also seeing. Say not just what the teacher is showing on the screen you must write down, but you must also write down exactly what the teacher stated or what the teacher said. You follow? Or what the teacher is saying, rather.
So you should take like a dictation.
Dictation. Ah, precisely. Right? Remember that when the video shuts down, when the thing shuts down, you log on, relog on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
Good night, ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
Hold on there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on, hold on. You heard her? She was saying good night. You heard her?
I heard her. I said, good night. How are you? How are you
Say good night.
today?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Say she's good.
Okay. Keep it up.
Hopefully.
All right. She said, let's keep it up. See you tomorrow, hopefully. She said, yes. All right.
Okay.
Yes, your assignment was marked and sent to you. You hear?
See, but
Oh, sorry, sorry.
the other assignment here.
No, man. I'm talking about miss assignment that you sent in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. I said, Tasha, come on. Let's continue.
Is that it's just going to
Tasha
help
is
you the
back.
next day when you
Yeah, she's
participate
trying to
in,
log
if
on.
it's discussions or activities or worksheets. It's just going to help you. Now, if you are a good note taker, then that's going to be something that you can always refer back to.
All right,
Some of
Tasha is
you,
back on.
not the best at taking notes. So that's what we're going to work on. So we're going to do a little practice here. So once again, the purpose, let's come down here to the hint. I said that you can stop and pause the video if you need to write something down, if you need to write the examples. And you can also go back and review before tests and quizzes. All right, so now let's practice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on. So we're going to do a little practice here.
So note what she says here. She's saying that you guys must use the pause button to stop the video to finish notes and examples. Right? So
What did you say, sir?
now notice what she said. She said you guys must do what? Use the pause button to stop the video. You hearing me?
Yes.
Good. Before moving to the next part of the video, so you must record your notes. So we're going to be practicing these things. Bear that in mind. Alright? Next thing she said, go back and replay when needed. So if after you do the worksheet and you want to check if your answer is correct before you submit it, all you need to do is go back and replay. And that's why you have a video, right, Tasha? Tasha? Not hearing Tasha. Okay, I hear you. Right? And it says go back and review before quizzes and tests. So go back and review before you even start your worksheet. So you must watch the video at least 3 times.
Yeah. I watch it like 10 times sometimes.
And nothing wrong with that. So you want to that's why you have a video. Right? Let's see what we can get out of her again.
So once again, the purpose, let's come down here to the hint. I said that you can stop and pause the video if you need to write something down, if you need to write the examples. And you can also go back and review before tests and quizzes. All right, so now let's practice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pretend lesson, and I'm going to stop and pause the video just like I normally would. And I'm going to show you what I would do if I were a student, what I would be writing down. Okay? All right, so let's get started. All right, guys, here is a lesson on rounding. So let's first, this is our title here. So let's first go ahead and talk and see what rounding is. Here's the definition, rounding. Rounding actually means it's replacing a number by another value that is approximately equal to the original number. Okay? So let's first just write that down, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? So pause the video and write down that definition. All right, so now this is actually...
So note, when I tell you guys to do that, you're supposed to do it. Because that's what she said, active participation. Right, Anne-Marie?
Yes, you need to do active, be active, write the notes like you're in class.
Yes. You understand
Like
that, Tasha?
board and you copy in your book.
Exactly. Tasha, you understand that?
Yeah.
Good. Talk a little bit louder. When I hear you, talk a bit louder.
Your phone normally put the baby.
Okay, okay. All right. So that's what you have to practice, right?
So, sir, we have a notebook.
Yes. Good.
Watching your video because you're in class and you have your notebook. Just as if you're in class, the video represents the teacher and the chalkboard.
Yes.
Whatever you're talking is whatever the teacher would be writing on the board.
Precisely.
And the student would be writing off word for word, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Ah. So everything that is on the video should copy into your notebook.
Precisely.
Oh, okay.
You're going to see, she give you an example now.
Alright.
page.
See
So
there?
this is what I would have done on my paper. So do you notice that I underlined, this is my title, I underlined it. I also wrote the date. You should always write the date on your paper, okay? This was a definition, so I made sure to underline the definition, okay? And I wrote exactly how it is. You'll also notice that I kind of did some shortcuts here, okay? So that's what my paper looks like first. All right, back to the lesson.
So that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. So
Just as if you're in class, you have your date and you head up
yes, that is the
the
whole point.
topic and the whole thing.
That's the whole point. To treat the video as if you're in class.
Hmm.
Make sense?
Never really, yes, it makes sense, but never really understand that was supposed to be, that is required. So now I know. I have a notebook, I take notes, I write from the notes, like the footnotes, but not from the video really. Some things are from the video, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm looking for the definition, so for the answers, I go through the video, listen it, and I write them off, just like that. But never really copy everything from the video. So now I know.
Okay. Wonderful. Let's continue.
All right, so how do we round? So these are the steps involved when we are rounding. These are the steps. So number one, you're going to underline the place value of the number you're rounding to. So I might tell you round to the nearest 10 or round to the 10th. So whatever I tell you, you want to make sure and write that down. You want to underline that value. Number two, you're going to circle the number to the right of that underlined digit. Okay, the number to the right, that's the one that's going to let you know if you are going to round. Okay, and then kind of a hint here, any number before that underlined digit is not going to change at all. All right, and we'll do some examples in a second. If the circled number is a 5 or higher, then you round that underlined digit up to the next number. And number 4, if the circled number is a 4 or less, the underlined digit stays the same. Okay, this is important here. You never, ever, ever round down. The underlined digit, this is what I added to my notes so far. Here were the steps. Okay, do you notice how I kind of indented a little bit, so it kind of made it a little bit more obvious here? I was very explicit here about never rounding down, and I did my examples. Okay? All right, so let's continue.
So there again, she recorded exactly as it was given. Make sense?
Uh-huh. Yes.
So that is exactly what I want from you guys. All right. Remember, say when it lock off, you're going to re-log in. All right, Tasha and Anne Marie. Make sure you have it because it's soon log out. It has less than a minute left. Let's continue to play it. So I'm going to play it until the minute up. Then you guys re-log in, and then we start go back and shoot again.
All right, let's continue. All right, guys, now that you have the notes down, why don't you go ahead and try these on your own? So the question is, I want you to round them to the nearest tenth, the nearest tenth. All right, so write this down and then tell me what your answer would be. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and come back with your answers.
All right. So when I give instruction, that's how though she's being a student now. So she's going to pause the video and do the things. And that is what is expected. Like for example, in the first part of the lesson, I had asked a question. Just as if you were in the class, you'd have answered the question. So pause the video, come up with an answer.